Here are USMLE-style questions focused on the inability of α-intercalated cells to secrete H+, which leads to type 1 renal tubular acidosis, RTA, and non-anion gap metabolic acidosis. Each question includes 4 answer options and an explanation. Question 1. Renal tubular acidosis, type 1. A 14-year-old girl presents with growth retardation and recurrent episodes of nephrolithiasis. Laboratory studies show a non-anion gap metabolic acidosis, hypokalemia, and a urine pH of 6.5 despite systemic acidosis. Which of the following best explains the pathophysiology? A. Defective proximal reabsorption of bicarbonate. B. Impaired ammonium generation in the collecting duct. C. Inability of α-intercalated cells to secrete H. D. Increased aldosterone activity. Answer C. Inability of α-intercalated cells to secrete H. Explanation. Type 1 distal RTA results from failure of α-intercalated cells in the collecting duct to secrete H. This leads to impaired acid excretion, a high urine pH, 5.5, and failure to regenerate bicarbonate. Question 2. Lab clue. A 7-year-old boy presents with muscle weakness and vomiting. Labs reveal serum HCO threonine, 16 mmol, serum Ke, 3.1 mg/L, urine pH 6.7, anion gap, normal. Which of the following conditions is most likely? A. Diabetic ketoacidosis. B. Chronic diarrhea. C. Type 1 renal tubular acidosis. D. Type 2 renal tubular acidosis. Answer C. Type 1 renal tubular acidosis. Explanation. Non-anion gap metabolic acidosis with high urine pH and hypokalemia is consistent with type 1 distal RTA. Question 3. Urinary findings. A 40-year-old woman with Sjogren's syndrome is evaluated for fatigue. Labs show HCO3 mass 17, Kpace 3.4, urine pH 6.5. What additional finding is expected in the urine? A. Increased ammonium. B. Calcium phosphate stones. C. Decreased sodium. D. Increased uric acid. Answer B. Calcium phosphate stones. Explanation. In type 1 RTA, alkaline urine favors precipitation of calcium phosphate stones. Question 4. Treatment focus. What is the cornerstone of therapy for type 1 distal renal tubular acidosis? A. Spironolactone. B. Ammonium chloride. C. Bicarbonate supplementation. D. Thiazide diuretics. Answer C. Bicarbonate supplementation. Explanation. Oral bicarbonate corrects the systemic acidosis due to impaired distal acid secretion. Question 5. Distinguishing RTA types. Which feature best distinguishes type 1 distal from type 2 proximal RTA? A. Hyperkalemia. B. Urine pH 5.5. C. High serum anion gap. D. Increased creatinine. Answer B. Urine pH 5.5. In type 1 RTA, the distal tubule fails to acidify urine, so pH stays 5.5 despite acidosis. Type 2 RTA can still acidify the urine to 5.5 after initial bicarbonate wasting. Let me know